We're live. What's going on, everyone? Ryan Loede here, aka The Machine. Hope everyone has had an absolutely fantastic day. I'm over here at the LC Financial Group office here in Cleveland, Ohio. Hey, we're growing, we're expanding, and we're hiring in all 50 states. So if you want to learn more about what partnering with us here at LC Financial Group would look like, DM me, comment below, reach out to any of our partners here at LC Financial Group, or hey, send an email to our careers team, careers@teamlcfg.com, careers@teamlcfg.com. We're growing a 9-figure insurance agency. We specialize in Medicare, life insurance, annuities, ACA, anything that you can think of. If you want to learn more about what partnering with us would look like, reach out to me, reach out to any of our partners, reach out to our careers team. Coming to you once again with another insurance tip, specifically for insurance agents. Today, we're going to be talking about how to generate quality business. Now, this is something that we all need to know how to do, how to generate quality business. Because, hey, me personally, when it comes to business, I'd rather have 100 quality clients than 500 not so quality clients. I'd rather have 100 quality clients that are advocates for me, 100 quality clients that are supporters of me, and they're super satisfied. They answer my calls, they send me referrals, and most importantly, they respect me and I respect them, than having, on the adverse side of things, than having 500 not so quality clients that they don't answer my calls. They're not advocates for me. They don't send me referrals, and they're just clients, right? I'd rather have a book of business of quality clients, and that's what we should all be shooting for. However, how do we get to quality clients? How do we get to quality clients? Is by going through the numbers, right? You have to be focused on customer acquisition before customer satisfaction. Right? You got to be focused on hey, how do I actually attain the customer? Because without attaining the customer, you can't satisfy the customer. Always know that until you close the deal, you do not provide a service. Always know that, hey, you have to close the deal, you have to service them, and you have to get them the product or service that you're offering until they can actually be satisfied. Right? So you got to be focused on customer acquisition, and you have to go through numbers and numbers and numbers of clients to actually get to 100 quality clients, 500 quality clients, 1,000 quality clients, 2,000 quality clients, right? How do you grow that quality business? Those clients that are going to stick on the books for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. Because, hey, if you're in Medicare, like what we're specializing in over here at LC Financial Group, one of our main product offerings is Medicare, servicing and assisting Medicare beneficiaries. We all know that the money in Medicare is not just the first year, it's year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? It's all those years that are after year 1. So how do you get quality clients that stick on the books for long periods of time? They think of you as family. They call you, right? They want to make sure you're going well. Have you ever had a client reach out to you like, hey, what's up? Just want to reach out to you. Usually it's the opposite way around. Usually us as agents, as insurance agents, we're usually calling our clients. But how do we get to a point where our clients are calling us to make sure that we're doing well, right? So I'm going to be talking about how to generate quality business. 5 steps to generating quality business. Now I'm telling you, there's many more steps to this. However, I'm going to go over the 5 initial steps to generating quality business, because that first interaction and that first initial period of them becoming your customer is one of the most important vital factors to creating quality business. It sets the groundwork, it sets the framework, and it sets that structure and foundation of them being a long-lasting client in your book of business, right? It's like any relationship. That first impression, that first interaction, that first communication, it really matters. It matters a lot. So how do we get them from, okay, not knowing us, the client not knowing us, the client talking to us, the client becoming our actual customer, our actual client, and then being satisfied for the first 30 days, the first 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, month by month, quarter by quarter, year by year, right? It all starts with that first initial communication, that first initial interaction between you and the client, that first impression. As we all know, that's one of the most important things. So I'm going to be talking about 5 initial steps that you're going to take between you and your client, you and the customer, you and the individual that is becoming a client or customer within those first 30 days or 60 days to generate quality business. These are 5 steps. Make sure you execute on them. Some of the things that I've done personally to grow a book of business of over 1,500 clients within my short span of being in the insurance industry for about 4 or 5 years of actually generating business and personally writing business, right? Some of the things that I've done, some of the things that I've seen other highly successful individuals do within the insurance industry. And hey, even individuals outside of the insurance industry, they use these same practices. Some things that I've seen, some things that I've implemented and executed on myself, and I want you guys to execute it on as well, because hey, my intention of bringing you these insurance tips is for you to increase your income, for you to increase your revenue, become the best version of yourself, and most importantly, build a long-lasting business that continues to generate revenue and income. So we're going to jump right into it. Don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. So 5 steps for quality business. Quality. We want quality over quantity. But how do we get to quality? How do we get to that quality point? It's by quantity. You can't beat around it, right? I rather have 100 clients, 500 clients, within a short period of time, and maybe have a lot of problems than only have 250 clients in a short period of time and not have as many problems, right? Because those problems always are going to equal opportunities. How do you view problems? The way in which you view problems, the way in which you view challenges, right? You got to go through quantity to get to the quality. You're going to have to go through a lot of clients. You're going to have to go through a lot of clients that don't really respect you, right? You ever deal with that before? I know I have. Dealing with clients that don't respect you. They don't understand the amount of service that you're giving them. I know you've been there before. I've been there before. You give to clients, and they don't really, actually respect the amount of service that you give them. It's one of the worst feelings. However, just continue to give, continue to service, and always know that you're going to get to a point where you got quality clients that really respect you. They know that you are there for them, and that you are there for them to make sure that all of their needs are handled, all of their questions are handled. And they can see it, they can sense it, right? So 5 steps for quality business. We're talking about the 5 initial steps from the client becoming your client, that lead becoming your client, that Facebook lead, that direct mail lead, that telemarketer lead, that live transfer, that inbound transfer, from that to becoming your clients. 5 initial steps. That first interaction, that first communication is key. So number 1, so let's say, for example, let's put this into perspective, okay? You just closed the client. You just got off with an enrollment. You just closed them down on a final expense policy, whatever it might be, right? So we're talking about day 1 follow-up, because how are you going to create these quality clients is what you need to be asking yourself. It's all about communication. It's all about staying in touch with them. It's all about follow-up, right? The money's in the follow-up. You could certainly use your CRM. A lot of these things that I'm going to be talking about are going to be personal touches, especially within the first 30 days or the first 60 days. You want to be personally touching them. Phone calls, text messages, voicemail, hey, even a video message, a postcard in the mail, right? So all these touches I'm going to be talking about are personal touches. Get that personal touch within the first 30 to 60 days to really build quality clients and long-lasting clients that stay on the books for 5 to 10 years, right? And these are, it's all about follow-up, right? It's all about follow-up. It's all about communication. It's always staying top of mind in your client's mind. How do you do that? It's by giving, it's by servicing, it's by over-delivering and over-promising and having what we call an exchange of abundance. You know, there's 4 levels of exchange. And you want to be at the highest level, the 4th level, which is an exchange of abundance. How do you exchange abundance to your client? So day 1 follow-up, what does it consist of? It's going to consist of a call and a text message and a postcard. And a postcard, right? And you know, before even the day 1 follow-up, we want to be doing an immediate follow-up. We want to be immediately reaching out to the client. Immediately, like this client, this lead has become your client. You want to text them 30 minutes after, hey Betty, it's Ryan, your insurance man. Really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. Just wanted to reach out. This is my direct line. Even though you already gave it to them, you want to text them as well. This is my direct line. I'm here if you need anything. I'm going to be here to support you and service you to make sure that everything goes well for the years to come. Thank you for trusting in me to be your trusted advisor, to be your insurance advisor, whatever you want to put in there. Creativity always follows commitment. So immediately, right when they become a client, you want to send them a text about 30 minutes after. Honestly, I always go above and beyond. I do unreasonable amounts of actions and unreasonable amounts of follow-up and communication and service. And I'm sure you guys want to as well. A lot of you, you might think this is a little overboard, but me, right when that lead becomes a client, I'm going to text them 1 minute after I get off the phone with them. Literally 1 minute after I get off the phone with them. I might even call them by the end of the day of business just to make sure, do you have any questions that came up between, that time period of them becoming a client and the end of the day? Did you have any questions? I want to make sure I covered everything, right? It's like service. Like, how are you going to create quality clients? It's by servicing them, by having high levels of service, differentiating yourself, providing them a version of quality service that they've never experienced before. When they see that, man, they ain't gonna leave. But number 1 step for quality business, the day 1 follow-up, what you're gonna do, you're gonna call them, you're gonna text them, you're gonna send them a postcard. But you're like, Ryan, I called them, by the end of the business day, on the first day that they actually became a client. I already texted them 30 minutes after I got off the phone with them after they became a client. Well, do it again. Do it again. Things might have came up. They might have had questions, right? They might have some doubts already, right? Do you want to be proactive or do you want to be reactive? We want to handle any potential doubts. We want to handle any potential questions before they come to us. Because it's like you're boiling something and it's boiling. Do you want it to continue to boil and boil and boil? Or do you want to handle that before the boiling of that pot overflows the pot and turns into a mess, right? We want to handle any potential problems or questions or doubt or uncertainty that they might have. So this is why we're doing a day 1 follow-up. We're calling them, we're texting them, and most importantly, we're sending them a postcard. We're sending them a postcard with your business card. What I personally do, a thank you postcard with my business card, and I put a business card magnet in there as well for the refrigerator. Because as we all know as seniors, if you guys are in the senior market like we are here at LC Financial Group, servicing seniors with their Medicare and final expense, annuities, if you give them a business card magnet to put on the refrigerator, more than likely it's not going to go anywhere. But day 1 follow-up, call, text, postcard. You're going to handle any concerns, any doubts, any uncertainties, any questions that they might have. Day 1, right? So that's the first step. Step number 2. Step number 2, we're talking about day 3 follow-up. Day 3 follow-up, and now you're like, Ryan, geez Louise, how many contacts am I going to get with my client after they become my client, the more the better. Unreasonable amounts of action, unreasonable amounts of service and delivery, an exchange of abundance, delivering them something that they've never experienced before. This is how you're going to create quality business. If you're thinking that this is too much, I guarantee you other insurance agents are out there thinking that following up, with all this amount of contact and communication within the first 3 days, if you're thinking it, they're thinking it as well. And what that means is, hey, there's an opportunity for you to implement what we call an only practice. Now, these are personal touches. Very important. Keep note, these are personal touches. So day 3 follow-up, what are we going to do? We're going to do a call, and we are going to do a video message to them. So we're going to give them a call. We're going to give them a video message. Now, before I go any further, hey, if we call them on day 1 and they don't answer the call, what do? Always leave a voicemail. Always, always, always leave a voicemail. Hey, if we give them a call on day 3 and they don't answer, what are we going to do? We're going to leave them a voicemail as well. Always leave a voicemail. No matter what, always leave a voicemail. And most importantly, follow that call up with a text. Follow that call with the text. So we're also going to put a text in here. Right? Over delivery, exchange of abundance of what we're looking at. Day 3 follow-up. Hey, call. What are you going to say on this call? Hey, creativity follows commitment. If you're committed, you're going to find creative ways to follow up. You're going to find creative ways to stay in communication. What are you going to say in the video voice message? What are you going to say in the text? This is something for you to figure out, right? So day 3 follow-up, step number 2. Step number 3 is going to be the day 7 follow-up. So day 7 follow-up, what you're going to do here, you're going to call them. Hey, did you receive your paperwork in the mail? Did you get any paperwork yet? Okay, you're going to call them. Hey, I want to make sure everything's all right. Just checking in again. Just touching base. Hey, what would you rate my service since you know me, Betty? What would you rate it from 1 to a 10? Oh, Ryan, I would rate it a 10. Great. Awesome. I actually run my business off a referral base, and I run it, and I'm able to continue to stay in business off of referrals. Who do you know that needs help with their Medicare? Who do you know that needs help with their life insurance? Give me a couple names. I'll wait for you to give me those names. Sounds too aggressive? Hey, you need to get aggressive. You need to get hungry for business. Because, hey, I'm telling you, most insurance agents, they don't ask for a referral. And your clients, they're more than happy to give you a referral. If you ask them, you never know until you ask. So day 7 follow-up, you're going to call them. That's going to be followed by a text message. Always leave a voicemail if they don't answer. Voicemail. So you're going to call them. You're going to send them a text message. Boom. Check. Done. So that's day 7 follow-up. Step number 4. Step number 4. Now we're going to be a little bit more spread out. We're going to do a day 14 follow-up. You're going to call them. What are you going to say in this call? Hey, just calling in. Want to make sure you got all your paperwork. Once again, if they didn't get it by day 7. And also, most importantly, I want to make sure you got my postcard in the mail. Betty, did you get my postcard? Did you get my business card? Did you get the magnet? Great. You got it? Perfect. Oh, you didn't get it? Let me send you another one. I'm going to go ahead and send out another one in the mail for you, Betty. I know how the mail is nowadays. I want to make sure you get my business card, the business card magnet, and my letter of appreciation to you. Above and beyond, exchange of abundance. So you're going to call them. You're going to follow that up with another text message. And hey, you can send a video message as well, just to do above and beyond delivery of service. Now it's a lot of calls, a lot of texts. By this time, you've talked to them that initial time, you called them. By the end of business, that initial time, you've already got 2 calls, 3, 4, 5, 6 calls in by 14 days. 6 calls in, you're like, man, Ryan, that is too much. How am I going to generate other business? Well, hey, we don't manage time, we create time. So you're going to be able to have that ability to create time. When you're committed, you'll find creative ways to create more time, to get more done. You're going to slam pack your calendar, remove all white space, and be productive as possible. You've texted them multiple times. You sent them multiple times of video messages, right? This is how you're going to create quality clients, folks. You want to have a quality book of business of clients that stay on the books for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. This is what you're going to have to do within that first initial 30 to 60 days of them becoming your client, right? Go above and beyond. And then step number 5, you're going to do a day 30 follow-up. Day 30 follow-up. Oh, what is this going to consist of? Well, hey, just the basics. Give them another call, shoot them a text, and boom. We got 5 steps for creating quality business. 5 initial steps. Day 1, before that, really should be immediate. That immediate. Can't forget the immediate follow-up. But day 1, day 3, day 7, day 14, and day 30. Boom, 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 boom. Communication, follow-up, staying top of mind in your client's mind. Because I'm telling you, within this first 30 days, as you all know, with Medicare, that's what we, one of our main product offerings here at LC Finance Group. Hey, we're hiring, we're growing, we're expanding. So if you want to learn more, DM me, comment below, reach out to any of your partners. But within those first 30 days, with Medicare beneficiaries, they're still getting slammed. They might be seeing TV ads. They're getting more direct mail. They're still going to be shopping around. Just because they made a decision with you doesn't mean that they're done shopping. Doesn't mean that they're done looking at alternative options, right? So, hey, maybe some of these calls that you make, hey, just wanted to make sure that you're completely satisfied with the decision that you made. Hey, Betty, I want to also let you know of this other option that we have with X, Y, and Z carrier. And also this other option that we have with X, Y, and Z carrier. Did you want to look at these other alternative options? Give them an alternative option choice. What's that going to do? It's going to solidify whether they want to stay on that current decision that they made or if they want to look at other options, right? Selling, re-solidifying, right? That's one of those calls that you can make, right? Some of these calls that you're going to make, you're going to try to extract referrals. And the more calls that you make, the more communication that you have with the client, the more referrals you're going to get. The more that relationship is going to build, the stickier the business is going to be. Hey, maybe you're going to, solicit some ancillary products if you didn't do it on the immediate call. Maybe that immediate call, you're not going to mention it. Maybe you're just going to bring it up. Hey, I also do hospital indemnity plans. Betty, I do cancer. I do final expense. Just so you know. You don't even ask for the deal, that immediate initial call, because you're going to follow up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times within 30 days, probably even more within 30 days or 60 days period. But that even though you didn't ask for those second sales on that immediate call, you're going to ask either one of these times within the next 5 touches or the next 5 follow-ups within 30 days. Right? Plant the seed on that immediate call. I do hospital indemnity. I do cancer. I do, additional dental vision hearing. I do final expense, right? Plant the seed, and then one of these other follow-ups, you're going to ask them about it, right? So 5 steps of creating quality business. It's not rocket science, folks, but hey, you're going to have to do a little bit more work than you want to. Most insurance agents, hey, like myself, we're lazy. We don't want to take the extra steps. We don't want to go the extra mile. But you need to start building that muscle. You need to start building that muscle right now. So you're watching this, you're an insurance agent, you're not executing on these 5 steps to create quality business. Start it immediately. Start it tomorrow. You get 1 client tomorrow, great, awesome. Create that client into a quality client. Because always know in the back of your mind, that 1 client knows 10 other people. Those 10 other people, they know 10 other people each as well. So that 1 client, if you farm it correctly, if you continue to mine the gold, as I was talking about on one of my other videos about reactivation, as you continue to mine the gold and farm it correctly, that 1 client, it can turn into 5. It can turn into 10. It can turn into, 20, 30, 40 different clients. So never think of just 1 client as just 1 client. You got to think long term. You got to think expansive, right? So guys, 5 steps to creating quality business, 5 initial steps that you want to take within the first 30 days. These are all personal touches. Hey, after these 30 days, hey, it's fair game. Hit the CRM, put them in the CRM, right? Even, and this is going to sound crazy, even within these first 5 steps, these day 1 follow-up, 3, 7, 14, and 30-day follow-ups that you're doing personal touch, you can even have your CRM dripping on them as well. You're like, man, Ryan, like, dude, I'm gonna run this client away. Well, hey, if the client does not appreciate your ability to service and over-deliver and provide an exchange abundance, that's not a type of client that you should want. You should want a client that understands that, hey, you're there for them. You want to provide to them. You want to be there for them and make sure that they are taken care of. So, hey, you can even already put them in the CRM and have the CRM sending out text messages and voicemail drops. Here at LC Financial Group, we have a custom CRM with 18 touch points, 18 follow-ups between brand new client and annual enrollment period. 18 touch points that consist of a voicemail drop and a text message. So that's actually 36 touches between brand new and AEP. Should be even more. But we'll stop it there because, hey, 5 steps to creating quality business, guys. You can never have too much communication. You can never have too much follow-up. You can never have too much service. You can never have too much of an exchange of abundance. My name's Ryan Loede, aka The Machine, owner of LC Financial Group, where we help everyday individuals create a multiple 6-figure renewal income, even more than a 6-figure renewal income. If you're obsessed, if you want to do big things, hey, we're hiring, we're growing, we're expanding in all 50 states. So if you want to learn more about what partnering with us here at LC Financial Group looks like, DM me, comment below, reach out to any of our partners here at LC Financial Group, or hey, send an email to our careers team, careers@teamlcfg.com, careers@teamlcfg.com. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it with other insurance agents if you found this information and data valuable. I hope you did, because it really is valuable. Execute on this, apply it in your life, and hey, I'll see you guys next time. Let's go. Ryan Loede, aka The Machine.